Good morning, my dear students. Once again, welcome back. In our previous video, we started the new chapter, The Little Girl. Today, we will continue this chapter. Up to this moment, we have seen how that Kezia was so scared of her father. Whenever her father was in the home, till that moment, it was a stressful atmosphere for her. She was so scared of her father. And keeping this in mind, the Kezia's grandmother decided that they should develop the friendly relationship between the father and the daughter. And that's why in the next week, Kezia's father's birthday was there. And Kezia's grandmother suggested her that she should make the pin cushion for her father in order to please him. And that's why she decided to make the pin cushion. And for that purpose, she had torn the pages on which her father had written the important speech which he wanted to deliver for the Port Authority. And from that moment, the hardship started in her life. And now, what happened next? Now, we will have to see. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening night make a sad little pattern on the floor. And now she became so much upset, and that's why she went to her room and she started crying. And in the room there was a darkness, and outside there was a evening light. And due to that evening light, some little bit shadow was falling in the room, which make the which make the sad pattern on the floor. Then father came into the room with ruler in his hands. I am going to beat you for this, he said. Oh, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. Bedclothes means the blankets or the shawls which we used to cover ourselves while sleeping. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered, and hold your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. Actually, here her father was so angry and he wanted to teach her lesson that if you don't know the important things, if you don't know the important of the things, so you should not touch the things. In order to inculcate the good habit in her, that's why he scolded to his daughter, and that's why he decided to punish her. But it was for your birthday that, so she was stammering out of fear. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Pink palms means soft palms. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. And after some time, grandmother took her and wrapped her with the shawl, and she took her on the rocking chair in order to provide the comfortness. And the child also clung to her soft body, means to her grandmother. Clung means to attach to someone. What did God make fathers for? She so. So means she cried. And obviously the question arises in her mind that what kind of such a type of father the God has made. So such a cruel father, because he punished without knowing the reason. Her father scolded her and he punished her. That's why such a type of question came to her mind. Here is a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep. Wait, you will forget all about it. In the morning, I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Okay, you don't worry. I will make him understand in the morning, because now it's not time proper time to make him understand, because he is so upset and he is in very angry mood. So I will talk to your father in the morning. You don't worry and you forget about it. But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and red color flew into her cheeks. And whenever she was coming in front of her father, at that time she was keeping her hands back. She thought that her father will beat her again, and out of fear she was doing like this. The McDonald's live next door. Actually, the McDonald is the neighbor of her father who was living to the next to their house. They had five children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. Tag means a children's game of catching one another, and there was a fence uh, at their home, and there was a gap in that fence. So through that gap, she was looking at them while playing, and whenever they were playing, so she was observing them, how they were enjoying. She was observing all these things. And the father with the baby Mao. Mao is the name of the daughter of MacDonald, and she was on his shoulders. Two little girls hanging on to his coat pockets ran round the flower beds, shaking with the laughter. And in this way, they were enjoying. The father and his daughters, son and another daughters. They were enjoying. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him. Hose means the water pipe, and he tried to catch them laughing all the time. In this way, they were making the fun with each other and they were enjoying. They were playing the game. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of fathers, and when she saw them at that time, uh, this thought came to her mind. Oh, such type of kind-hearted fathers are also there in this world. And suddenly, one day, mother became ill, and she and grandmother went to the hospital. And Kezia's mother had been hospitalized as she was ill, and that's why the grandmother had to go to the hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice, the cook. She was a cook in her home, and that was all right in the daytime. But while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. What shall I do if I have a nightmare? And obviously, whenever her grandmother was there in the home, she was sleeping along with her grandmother. But now the grandmother had gone to the hospital in order to take care of her mother. And the question came to her mind, if she had a nightmare, so what she will do? I often have nightmares, and then granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. Whispery means a very scary atmosphere. Very dreadful atmosphere was there whenever she observed the darkness. And especially in the darkness, she was scaring. She was so scared of the darkness. You just got to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. And Alice, she was the cook in their home, and she advised her that you should not make the noise, and you should not wake your father, otherwise he will come and he will again scold you. But the same old nightmare came, the butcher with a knife and rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma! She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. And now she had a nightmare, what she was having the fear of that, and obviously it happened with her. And what she saw in her nightmare, the butcher means the person who cut the meat of animal, and he was having the knife in his hand and rope. So, and smiling that dreadful smile, and the smiling was on his face, the dreadful smile was there. So it was a very dreadful picture came, nightmare came to her. And what is the matter, he said. The father said, oh, a butcher, a knife, I want granny. He blew out the candle, bent down and caught up the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. And as the father came to her room, and he asked, what happened with you? So she said that now I had a nightmare and I saw the butcher having the knife in his hand. And that's why he took his daughter in his arm and carried along with her to his bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully took up the child. Tuck up means covered up nicely in a bed. He lay down beside her, half asleep still, and still with the butcher's smile all about her, it seemed. And again it seemed that he had came in her dream. She crept close to him. Crept means she hold closely. Snuggle her head under his arm. Snuggle means move into a warm, comfortable position close to the another person. Held tightly to his shirt. For example, during the winter season, the small children, how when they sleep along with their mother, at that time how they snuggle to their mother in order to get the comfort. So like that. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. Now the darkness was not matter for her because now she was along with her father. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. And father told her that you should rub your feet in order to get the warmness. Tired out, he slept before the little girl. And his father was so tired, and that's why he got sleep earlier than the daughter. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father. Not so big, after all, and with no one to look after him. Earlier, she thought about her father that her father was a giant. Whenever he was yawning at that time, he seems her he was like a giant. But now she understood. No, her father was not a big, and he was harder than grandmother. Means harder than grandmother means he was a little bit healthy than the grandmother. But it was a nice hardness, and every day he had to work and was too tired to be a McDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writings. She stared, means moved suddenly, and sigh. Sigh means the breath of relief. Take the long breath of relief. What is the matter? Asked her father. Another dream? And again the father asked, now again, did you have another dream? The dreadful dream? Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear. And now she realized that my father is so much tired because he is doing so much hard work, and that's why he got tired, and that's why on every Sunday he take the sleep, and that's why he was snoring because he was so much tired, and he has more work than the Mr. McDonald. McDonald was the neighbor to them, and now she realized the importance of her father. Earlier she was so scared of her father. Now the feeling of fearness has been transformed to the understanding, and now she could understand that her father was a very loving and caring father, and that's why she said that now father, you have got the very big heart. I hope that you understood this story. Thank you.